Hey, I'm Jim Kimball, editor of CordCuttingReport.com, and today we're taking a look at a laser projector by Dangbei called the Mars Pro 4K. It's definitely the brightest projector that I've tested so far in 2023. It has 3200 ANSI lumens, but when you're using a projector of this size, there's definitely some trade-offs. So I'm taking you through all the pros and cons of this projector so you can make an informed decision about your next purchase. This is not a sponsored video. Everything you're about to see and hear comes from my own hands-on testing. So this year, laser projectors and laser TVs have been getting a lot of attention because of the brightness they deliver and their massive screen size. Out of the box, the Mars Pro 4K has some impressive stats. Aside from the 3200 ANSI lumens, it supports HDR10 and HLG. The system uses an ADLP laser, which is an abbreviation for fluorescent laser technology. Here's a clip of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I'm watching the IMAX enhanced version that's offered on Disney+. The contrast looks really great when you're watching in a moderately dark room. The blacks are deep and solid. The colors are very accurate. And I really notice the detail in the actors' skin tones, little wrinkles and crevices. And I'm not even using a projector screen. This is a white wall in my office, and the projector is about 10 feet away. It actually sits on this table that you're seeing, and I'm getting about a 120-inch picture on my wall. On the back of the projector, you have all the ports that you would expect. There are 2 HDMI ports for streaming devices or game consoles. There are USB ports for a flash drive or an external hard drive to watch movies. And there are ports for Ethernet and an audio optical port. The audio is powered by 2 10-watt speakers that are on the sides of the projector. And the speaker system supports Dolby Audio. By the way, in terms of size, this is definitely a more sizable unit compared to some of the portable projectors that I've recently covered on the channel. Just for a matter of scale, here's the Extreme Halo Plus, which is about half the size. Now this only has about 900 lumens, I believe. And in terms of portable projector, this is the Nebula Capsule 2, which I reviewed, but I'm just pulling these out not to compare them for picture quality, but rather I want you to see the size of the projector, so in case you buy this unit, you kind of know what you're getting into. I mean, this weighs about 10 pounds, and yeah, it's a sizable unit. It's definitely one that I would use more in the house than outdoors, but you could definitely set this up on a tabletop and have a movie night outdoors. I would describe the sound as robust and very comparable to the audio on other projectors that I've recently tested. The fan noise was very minimal even when I was sitting a few feet away watching a movie. So if I were to stop the review right here, I would say that the Dangbei Mars Pro 4K has the brightest and one of the best pictures that I've seen in a home projector this year. But I also want to talk a little bit about the software, especially if you're thinking about buying this model. So with its current software, the Mars Pro 4K allows you to download streaming apps. I was told in advance by Dangbei that the streaming apps don't really work and you should use a separate streaming device to watch things like Netflix, Disney+, and Amazon Prime Video. This really isn't a deal breaker for me because a number of high-end projectors that I've tested don't even have streaming apps on their software. Dangbei did send me an Android TV box to plug into this, but what I ended up doing was using a lot of my own 4K streaming devices I have here around the house. I used my NVIDIA Shield, my Chromecast 4K. I even plugged in my Xbox Series X. My 2 favorite devices to use on this was the Chromecast 4K and the NVIDIA Shield. With both devices, you have more control over picture resolution and refresh rates. And if you're really into watching movies on a large screen in 4K and HDR like I am, you're going to want more control over things like picture resolution and refresh rates. And despite what I said about the streaming apps, there were a number of things about the software on the Mars Pro that I really liked that I haven't seen on other projectors. I really loved the picture-in-picture window located in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. I was able to scroll between the Chromecast I had plugged in over to my Xbox Series X. And here's another thing I loved. I wished all smart projectors had this. Under the settings wheel, there are live models for picture mode and MEMC. So when you adjust picture mode, you can see how each setting changes color, brightness, and contrast in real time. MEMC is short for motion estimation, motion compensation. It's a technology used to smooth out the frame rate, and having a live model right in front of you really makes these adjustments so much easier. I wish every projector I tested had this. The projector runs off a power bank that has to be plugged in at all times. There is no internal battery. There are 4 adjustable legs at the bottom. The bottom line is, I think anyone who buys this projector for picture quality, color, and sound will be pretty happy with their purchase. Hey, one last thing. The Mars Pro 4K should not be confused with the Nebula Mars 2 Pro. Nebula has been using the Mars name since entering the projector market since about 2017. Just wanted to point that out to avoid any confusion. The Dangbei Mars Pro 4K currently retails for about $17.99 in the US. The Mars Pro's current price is on par with projectors that have similar features and brightness. This projector is on loan, so special thanks to Dangbei for reaching out and letting me test out its projector. This is going back in the mail as soon as this review's done. And if you want a deeper dive into the Dangbei Mars Pro and some other projectors, head over to my website, cordcuttingreport.com. We have a new projectors section on the website. I hope you check it out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.